He can already start farming Faeria. Which is generally something that you generally can't do as a red-blue player if you don't start with a neutral creature and play number 1.
Yep.
Now Kyoshu does also get the Ancient Herald, but so does Cubes. However, Cubes is going to just play a Mountain here.
I agree with this.
Yeah, because he wants to get that Faeria already. He can play the Ancient Herald next turn.
And it also allows him to tech into his 2 mountain cards whenever he needs to.
Indeed.
The mountain was definitely the better play there.
Yep. There was no reason for him to play the lake.
Yep.
He would have lost Faeria. So, yeah. Now, Kyoshu is actually also running Flamesilk Fairies. I'm not sure about that, though. The thing about Flamesilk Fairies is they're very, very vulnerable.
Oh, is he going to use Flame? Nope, he does not Flame Burst.
Nope. He's going to wait.
Kyochu electing to gather from the back.
Yep. Now, I would guess that Cubes is going to wait until he can play a Ground Shake with a Firebomb, maybe, next turn.
Yeah, that might work. Oh, for the Ancient Herald and the... Makes sense.
Yep, and here comes a Grimguard. It's a cheap Grimguard, but it seems that the Kyoshu always gets Grimguards discounted. It's not the card, really, that you want to get discounted, to be honest.
Yeah. Definitely luck not favoring him very much here.
Yeah, you'd rather have something like a Blazing Salamander or a Garrodon getting discounted, because you can then combo. Oh, he's going to play Garrodon here. He's setting up for Garrodon play. And he's going to leave the Ancient Herald alive. Not the Ancient Herald, the Grimguard alive. So, yeah, Kyoshu is actually on the back foot again. Is he thinking about playing a Firestorm here? It wouldn't do that much, to be honest. If I were him, I would not play a Firestorm. I mean, well, he could play... Yeah, that's the combination that he went for. Now, in hindsight, that was actually a decent play. However, Cubes is still on 9 Faeria, so he didn't lose that much from it. And he also has another Bomb Slinger that can deal with one of those Grimguards. And a Queen's Favorite, so he can just easily get the board control back. He's thinking about who to Bomb Sling, and he's going to Bomb Sling the 2-2. And he's going to play a Queen's Favorite. Or he's going to play the Queen's Favorite. No. He's actually not going to use a Bomb Slinger here.
Curious.
Well, what I think happened was he was thinking about playing the Bomb Slinger, then he played the Mountain, and then he came back on his decision.
Makes sense. Salamander, okay.
Salamander, it's a very good player.
Could he have moved that Grimguard? Or did it already attack?
Yeah, no, he moved the Grimguard.
Okay.
So yeah, that I don't understand why he would move to the Grimguard though. Like now he's just setting himself up for another Blazing Salamander.
Yep, definitely.
And if he doesn't get Blazing Salamander, he has to move back anyways for that Faeria. Yeah, Cubes is going to play the Blazing Salamander and the Bomb Slinger. That will clear the board. In the end, it didn't matter if he moved up or not, but... yeah. I'm still not sure. However, Kyoshu is going to learn from his mistake and he's going to build a deep land here.
Ooh. This is pretty imposing.
Yep.
Putting a mountain right next to his orb.
Yeah, so early on. However, Cubes does have the Faeria control, which is very matchup. And he also draws another Ancient Herald, which is great for him here.
I think an aggressive land with this Ancient Herald is definitely the best play, and he agrees.
He indeed agrees. Kyoshu getting the Ice Rock Behemoth, but that doesn't really help him. He's going to play the Volcanic Colossus. He's thinking about playing the Colossus or the Caldera.
I would not. I would play the Caldera Explorer right now.
Yeah, the only problem is Caldera Explorer can easily get firebombed here.
It'll cost
even
him a mountain to
costing.
do so at the very least.
No, it doesn't, because it's Firebomb.
Oh, Firebomb as opposed to Bomb Slinger. Yep.
Yep.
So it won't cost him that.
So Cubes might just build 2 lands here and attack the orb. And just Firebomb that Caldera champion. So yeah, Kyoshu is actually in a lot of trouble. He's playing that aggressive land, but he doesn't have the board control, and board control is, as we saw, is everything in this matchup. And oh, so he decided to just trade here and play the Ground Shaker. Keeping the Firebomb for something bigger. Most likely. And that something bigger will come in the form of a Colossus. So yeah, that's actually a that was actually very good foresight for Cubes. Because he played the Ground Shake, he already had something big that can attack the Colossus.
Yep. The mountain there is definitely showing signs of Kyochu wanting to counterattack. So he's far enough ahead to where he can preventatively put a creature down. That was a nice Unbound Evolution. Cannon Carrier, not good for the cost in terms of stats.
Then again, the 7 cost is generally the bad creature area. So it's generally worth to just Unbound Evolution someone up at the 6 cost to turn it into 7 cost if you want to remove it. So yeah, I don't think that Yoshi can come back from this.
Me neither. This seems like it's pretty much sealed for Mr. Cubes.
Yeah. Like, Kyoshu doesn't have the Faeria saved up to do a massive comeback.
Yep.
And he gets another Volcanic Colossus, which doesn't help him here. And he can't play a good Blazing Salamander either. Does get a Frogify, but that doesn't help him at all.
Nope.
This is GG.
Looks like it is. GG.
Well, it's not GG yet. He will be on 1 life.
Oh.
But
this is looking pretty close to sealed, though.
Yeah,
oh, now it's
GG.
GG. GG!
He threw into the Mirror Phantasm.
Mr. Cubes takes the set 2-1 over Kyochu.
Congratulations, Mr. Cubes.
Yeah, that was a pretty good set. I thought Mr. Cubes had a pretty dominating performance.
Indeed. Well, he did blame his game 1 loss on him being casted. Because apparently being casted is very bad luck at the beginning.
I guess so.
Well, we did cast Sagittarius yesterday early on, and I think we also casted someone else. Wasn't it Mazin that we casted early? We casted 2. Well, we did cast 2 players who we thought would be doing very well in the tournament, and then they just went out very quickly.
Oh, that's rough.
So yeah. But still, Mr. Cubes manages to win this one. And first game was really rough for him. Like, he didn't indeed get the draws at end. Kyoshu had the perfect answer for anything he played.
Pretty much.
And Cubes couldn't really do anything there, even though he had a favorable matchup.
I wonder if the Colossi were a bit dead in his hand.
Yeah. The Colossi in game 2 and 3, those Colossi didn't do anything.
Yeah, they were just because it incentivizes holding on to them even when you kind of need power and toughness to reverse the situation. So maybe one of in a deck, I think, would work.
Indeed, the one of. The thing about the Colossi is they're still game finishers.
Yep.
They're generally not that good if you are behind.
Yep, I agree.
But yeah, that game 1 goes to Mr. Cubes, the captain of the newly formed team Draco Deus. One of their team members is already through to the finals next week, which is Sanity. And we might have a interview later with him.
Which would be really exciting.
Yep. But yeah, what do you? I don't think we'll get another game in. So, well, I can take a quick look at the brackets, see how many games are still being played.
Yep, that'd be good. And in the
like
meantime...
a lot of games there's still some big games being played, but most games have actually already been played. So I would say let's go to break.
Yep.
Maybe do a giveaway and...
Yep, which I'm in the process of doing right now.
Yep.
The keyword is boost me, all lowercase, one word. Just had to think of something on the fly for that one. So I will put up a break. Let me set the timer first.
Saying it here, and you might want to check.
Yeah. By the time you see it, it probably will be too late.
Indeed.
So 5-minute break?
Yep, 5-minute break.
Alright, let's start it.
So yeah, see everyone in round 2.
See you in round 2.
Okay. Huh. Well, your stream is running fine now, so... Let me... Yeah, the sound levels are also good. So yeah, let's promote it some more. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, we can actually do that. We don't have people for round 2. It depends on who won, because we want winners. So, and don't forget, they will do a 10-minute break after the last game is played. There are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 6 games still being played. It's funny, Crow is so only Crow did promoted the Metagaming TV, and me, Mick, and Miss Cubes promoted your stream. But well, the others were actually ahead on viewers, so I think it's because of the once people realize that this is a better stream. Let me actually also pull up Metagaming's TV stream. Okay. They're just talking. So, before the next match begins, what do you want to talk about? Maybe the red... We could actually talk about red-blue. We can actually start talking about the red-blue deck.